Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's me, Adisa, the Alpha Empath, and I am here this morning to talk about the root of cheating masculine energy. Okay, let me repeat that. I'm here this morning to talk about the root of cheating masculine energy. Now, if you are watching me live, I need you to go ahead and say good morning to me. If you've been watching me, you know how the fuck I act. Okay, so say good morning to me and do not be rude. Okay, now you will see. Oh shit, why the hell is that goddamn thing not scrolling across my screen? Oh well, look here. I'm having my next Heal the Healers boot camp in San Diego, California from December 12th through 15th. Again, I'm having my next Heal the Healers boot camp in San Diego, California, and we are going whale watching. We're going whale watching. Not only are we going to get our healing needs met, but we are going to go see some beautiful ass whales. And I love whales. They're like my spirit animal. They really, really are. Okay, so Spirit told me to deliver this to you guys because a lot of my clientele will come to me about relationships where men are cheating on them. And let me just start by saying this is not going to be no male bashing session. It's not going to be that because if you've been coached by me, you know that while you pointing 10 fingers at the doggone man, I'm going to point 20 at you. Everything that we manifest into our out in uh, everything that we manifest in our outward reality is a manifestation of something that is going on internally inside of us. And I saw this own dynamic within myself. You see, feminine energy. We all have feminine energy. We all have masculine energy, and we all have divine energy. And you have to learn how to use these three energies for your good. And that is your representation of your avatar out in this 3D reality. Well, I had no clue what masculine energy was. I had no clue what feminine energy was. And I damn sure didn't have no clue what my divine energy was. All I had was religion. That is all I had. But thankfully, universe is so good. God is so good because all of us have a time when spirit knocks on our door and says, wake the fuck up. And I woke the fuck up. And the first thing that I did was, I'm going to be honest with you, I started becoming disenchanted with the church. Like religion wasn't hitting it for me like it used to hit it for me. It wasn't meeting my spiritual needs. I began to recognize and acknowledge the fact that I couldn't be fed there anymore because I had ascended to another level. I was out of the crib. I was out of the incubator, and it was time for me to start walking, and they wasn't feeding the food that I needed to start walking. They were still feeding breast milk, and I needed some sustenance. I needed some damn meat. Okay, so I tried to do it on my own. I started allowing my feminine energy to be guided into what it wanted to do. Now, when your feminine energy is unwise, it's going to make stupid ass decisions. Ask me how I know. Ask me how I know. It's going to make some stupid ass decisions, but the assignment of feminine energy is to learn how to choose its own good. So if you are in relationships and you haven't learned your value and you haven't learned how divine you are and you haven't learned how to take care of yourself, you haven't learned how to provide yourself, you are going to choose things to meet your need, not that are all the way holistically good for you. Does this make sense? Let me repeat this. I am a four-part being. I am divine spirit coming from divine source, divine spark. That's one part of me, okay? I am also masculine energy. That is another part of me. I am also feminine energy. That is another part of me. And when all three of these things begin to act as one, then I have my avatar energy, okay? I'm hoping this is making sense to me, to you guys. If it's not, ask me a question over here in the comments, and I will go ahead and if I see them, I will answer your questions, okay? So at this time, my feminine energy was not wise. She was a stupid bitch. Sometimes, I'll be honest with you, sometimes she still be struggling a little bit with some of that naivete. She really does sometimes. But after trial and error, she learned how to choose her good because she began to understand who she is. Now, the craziest thing happened, you guys. When I began to understand who I am in my feminine energy, I began to understand what moved me, what I was passionate about, what brought me joy, what brought me peace, what brought me ecstasy. When I began to choose those things, my masculine energy, who was out on a long journey serving every other bitch except me, No wonder I was manifesting this into my life, but that's neither here nor there, okay? But this is the reason why I was manifested in my life. But once I began to choose with wisdom, my masculine energy said, okay, this bitch ain't stupid no more. It's time for me to go on back home. And my masculine energy turned towards me and said, let me see what you done picked. And I allow my masculine energy to say, I allowed it to see that I wasn't choosing unwise anymore. I was choosing passions and creating things that my masculine energy said, now that's something that we can build together. That's something that I'm willing to marry you for, because you are multiplying something that is deep inside of me. You see, my masculine energy was waiting on me to show up in wisdom so it could serve me. And when that happened, the manifestation of my outward relationship started to change. It's really that fucking simple. It really is. I know it sounds like it ain't that simple, but it is. Let me tell you something, ladies. When your feminine energy knows how to choose its good, and your masculine energy has married your own feminine energy, when a man approaches your life that means you no good, your masculine energy is going to attack. It's going to attack. It's going to say, put up your fucking fist and let's go to war, because you are not coming in to rape or to molest or to mistreat that which I am intended to protect. And I am intended to protect the feminine energy of this being. So therefore, you are going to have to deal with me. Now, some of you ladies that, let's say you're choosing a man for your needs or something like that, what you're going to do is the man might say something like, well, you know what? You're too masculine. And what I found is that the reason why my masculine energy, once it had decided to marry me, the reason why it was being too masculine is because the man that was considering himself to want to be a part of my life was not more masculine than me. Therefore, he was not a good fit for me. So instead of me changing myself, instead of me submitting myself, I said, no, I'm not going to settle. I'm not going to bow down. I'm going to stand proud, because my masculine is married to my feminine, and I am looking for that representation to show up in my life, and you are not it. You see, again, my feminine had learned wisdom. It had learned wisdom. And I am so thankful for my masculine energy. You see, my masculine energy was taught by corporate America. It was, y'all. I was raised in healthcare and in financial services. Those was my mama and my daddy, and they groomed my masculine energy. And that is why my masculine energy knows how to provide for myself. That's why my masculine energy knows how to take care of me and to take care of my son. But it was my feminine energy. You see, my feminine energy had to look down deep within myself and say, what is the thing that I can choose that will be like a life-giving well to me? And I realized what it was. The core of me is empathy. It doesn't matter if I'm in finance. It didn't matter if I was in healthcare. I was always trying to heal people's hearts. Always. So I said, let me commit to me. This is the first thing that you have to do, empaths. You have to first decide to commit to you and all parts of you. Then you're going to stop manifesting those cheating people in your life. Commit to you. Because when you commit to you, you start having guidelines. The scripture says, my sheep know my voice, and another master they will not listen to. Well, you see, the sheep of Adisa, the sheep of Tiffany know my spiritual, my divine voice, and it stopped serving others. When my feminine energy comes up with a divine idea, because that's where divine ideas are birthed. They're birthed in the feminine, because the feminine is the only thing that has, it's like a portal between the spirit realm and this 3D reality. So when you get in tune with your feminine energy, you can go into a spiritual realm and pull out an idea that's gonna just bless the hell out of you, and use your masculine energy to manifest it in this 3D reality. You don't have to let somebody else provide and take care of you. Now, if you have that, or if you desire that, if that's what your feminine energy desires, yes, by all motherfucking means, do it. But if you are a woman like me, a woman who had an unwise feminine energy, a woman that was naive in her feminine energy, a woman whose masculine energy was so great at serving everybody else, building everybody else's goals, building everybody else's dreams and visions except her own, then you need to listen to me. I'm not speaking to the people of this world who are meant to build this world. I'm not speaking to the architects of this world. I'm speaking to the architects of the soul of humanity. And empaths are architects of the fucking soul. And we think differently. We have different trials and tribulations. We have different kinds of relationships, but they are all meant to do one thing: heal our heart chakra, heal our sacral chakra. And for some of you guys that are multifaceted empaths, heal your third eye chakra so you can see this world the way that it is, and you can tweak and start shifting and start influencing the things that need to change. Now, let me go over here to some of these comments over here. Okay, so Creators Rising, Zadisa. I don't know who this is, but hey, this is Nuru. How are you, Nuru? It is, you know what? I absolutely love your smile, honey. Absolutely love your smile. Disenchanted with the church. Yes, that was me several years ago. I hit my spirituality ceiling with the church. This happens to so many empaths, and people think they backsliding. People think that they lost their mind. They having a mental breakdown. They turned away from the Lord. No, they turned away from the God that you were serving that was not them. God dwells in the temple of me. That's where God dwells, in the temple of me. And if I don't know me, I don't know God. It's really, really that basic. If I don't know me, I don't know God, because this spiritual energetic pattern was meant to come here so God could evolve itself and experience itself through me. I'm the player of this energetic pattern, and I'm gonna play the motherfucking hell out of it. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm telling y'all better learn how to work this goddamn avatar. You better get in tune with your feminine, get in tune with your masculine, get in tune with your spirit. Listen, it's like a tree. It's like a tree. The feminine energy is the root of the tree. It is the root. It is the thing that causes everything to grow. Without feminine energy, there can be no growth, because it is the only thing that brings things from one portal to the next. You need a strong root. You need strong feminine energy. And then the trunk of the tree is the masculine energy. But if the root is weak, how the tree trunk gonna be strong? And a lot of us women, we want to keep pointing the finger at the men. The root is the problem. Now, with that being said, men have feminine energy too. Men. And if you are watching this, let me go ahead and put some nuggets in your ear, okay? So let's say, for instance, you are a man that sees a woman, and you see that she is a good root. You see that she is developing and feels called and is pursuing a passion that you know that you can stand behind. But because you have allowed your inner child, who is not mature, you have allowed your own feminine energy that is not wise to put you in some obligation bullshit that you ain't supposed to be in. You can't choose your good. You can't choose it, because you didn't know what a good root looked like. You chose the tares instead of the wheat. And ladies, if a man is like this, and they know that you are their good, and they cannot commit, they cannot be consistent, then you don't be their opportunity, be their lesson by walking away. Be their lesson. You be the woman that whenever 20 years down the line, they say, man, I sure did have a good one, but I fucked up. I fucked up, and I was bullshitting around, and I thought she was going to stay around forever, and she didn't. She is a lesson. And you do that because when the next good root comes into this man's life, he ain't going to fuck up, because he's going to remember the pain of losing you. That's what you need to do. Let me go back over to these comments again. Good morning, Karina. How are you, honey? How are you? Good morning, Phoenix. Good morning to you. Wow, masculine energy taught by corporate America. Never thought about. Yes, yes. Listen, this is why I tell my ladies at the Heal the Healers Bootcamp, I tell them masculine principles do not work for a spiritual business, because a spiritual business is gotten from feminine energy. It's pulled from the realm of the spirit, and it is like it marinates in the root. And you cannot see corporate America, they're the architects of this world. And hold up, before you start thinking that there's something wrong with them, ain't nothing wrong with them. We need people to build this goddamn world, but you need to understand that you ain't one of them. You need to understand your lane and stay in it. I am so grateful that I am surrounded by so many clients that are building this world. And you know what I do? I influence the shit out of them. I teach the shit out of them. I got the hell out of them because I want to influence what the fuck they build. That is why I do it. That is why I'm a coach. That is why. What are you going to use your empathic ability to do? Just sit and cry and shit? That's it? That you have this great gift where you can hear, you can feel and sense and hear everybody's emotions even before they even can understand it themselves. You have that great superpower, and you can't figure out nothing to do with it except cry and be depressed. That's it. And this is why I call myself the Alpha Empath, because I recognize that was a divine gift. It is a divine gift. And if I have it for a reason, because I am a believer. Now, I'm not really religious, but shit, me and the Bible, I rocks with it. And I don't give a fuck what you think about that. I rocks with it. And when it says all things work together for my good, I agree with that shit. I agree with that shit. All things work together for my good to them that love the Lord. Well, the fucking Lord is me, and I love myself. So all my trauma, all my wounds, all my blessings, all my bliss, it works together for my good. But see, spirit and universe will give you all the ingredients that you need to bake the cake, but you gotta motherfucking bake it. And if you are too busy focusing on your outward relationships that are cheating on you, and you have all these ingredients in front of you, that's the reason why you're not being able to attract what you really want, because you should be focusing on the fucking ingredients and build that shit. Learn how to sing your song, and the louder you sing your song, the more you're going to attract more of your good. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Okay, this is so true. Every man that has come has been more in alignment with me. Yes, I don't know who this is. This sounds like one of my students, but I don't know if it is or not. But this is what happens for my students. They will see over and over again, the more they get more in alignment with themselves, the more that the men that approach them are more in alignment with who they are now. They see it. They see it. Let's keep going. She is preaching this great sunrise. I absolutely love you, Nuru. Okay, so Nicole Redmond, this is my motherfucking girl right here. Let me tell you why. Nicole Redmond came to my Maid Goddess Bootcamp. She really did. And she sent me a text this morning. She said, Adisa, I just wrote my book, and I'm dedicating a thank you to you because you shifted my motherfucking life. Now, look, she went on and she's decided to start building the world differently because I shifted her life. That is what my assignment dictates that I do. What is your assignment, empath, dictate that you do? Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Good morning, beautiful. Hey, how are you? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You, wise teacher, are helping us wise teachers teach. Yes, 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 yes. Empaths, you have more wisdom. The container of wisdom in this planet is contained in the lessons that you have learned. Let me tell you something. My feminine energy collects experiences. That is what my feminine energy does, all of them, because the subconscious mind, which is feminine, doesn't forget a motherfucking thing. Everything that happened, even the stuff that happened while you were in the womb, is still in the root of your feminine energy, still in the root of your subconscious mind. And then the masculine, the trunk of the tree, is like the unconscious. It's like your unconscious mind, okay? And then the spirit of the tree is like the fruit and the branches. It's the fruit and the branches. And this is my cycle. Now, this is something that should I tell y'all this? Yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all this. Okay, so what I teach at my Heal the Healers Bootcamp, this is what I teach. Collect the experiences with your feminine energy. Build upon and monetize the experiences of your feminine energy in your masculine energy. Teach and influence the lessons that your masculine energy has learned through your spiritual energy, and then allow others to eat the fruit from your tree. It's really that simple. It's not complex, but I'm telling you, that is how the architects of the soul they need to build. It ain't the principles of corporate America. Now, corporate America taught my masculine. So my masculine knows what to do, but it only surrenders its divine ability to feminine energy that has become wise. Okay, so I got to get to work. I absolutely love you guys. If you like what I had to say, go ahead and share me. Again, as I said, my next Heal the Healers Bootcamp is going to be in San Diego from December 12th through the 15th. I'm also having one in Nassau, Bahamas. That one's going to be February 20th through 25th. Okay, February 20th through 25th. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.